to Take 10 on Tuesdays with the Tennessee Tribune. Our guest today is Dr. Forrest Harris, who is president of American Baptist College. And we wanted to chat with him a little bit about some of the exciting things that are going on at the school. Dr. Harris, can you tell me a little bit about, I know one of the most exciting things right now is the renovation of Griggs Hall. And tell me a little bit about the history behind Griggs Hall. I think it was first built in 1924.
That's correct.
Okay.
It is the historic site of the college, the building that was first built in 1924, that at that time housed the entire then theological seminary.
Oh, wow.
It was the American Baptist Theological Seminary.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1924, it was built to house the whole school. That's the faculty, the living quarters for students, as well as the administration. It was a
wow.
It was a multi-purpose building.
I see.
And it served that purpose for many years.
Mm-hmm.
And then during the course of years, deferred maintenance and other issues related to that building occurred, and we had to shut it down for major renovations.
Mm-hmm.
In that building, some of the students that you hear a lot of these days that graduated from American Baptist College, C.T. Vivian,
right.
Congressman John Lewis,
Mm-hmm.
and James Vevel, Dr. Julius Scruggs,
Oh, wow.
on and on, lived in Griggs Hall.
Oh, so this is,
It's a historic building from the standpoint that's where many of them lived, and many of the nonviolent direct action lessons were taught and demonstrating what nonviolence could mean. Kelly Mill Smith Sr. and James Lawson engaged our students in that building.
in Griggs Hall?
In Griggs Hall.
Oh, wow. So this has a historic designation on the campus.
It's right. It now is listed on the historic designations by the Tennessee Historical Commission.
Oh, congratulations. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think the renovations totaled...
Yeah, it was a sizable renovation project to bring an old building like that up to codes.
Right. So electrical and all kinds of asbestos and all those things.
And then the Wi-Fi and the technologies that now these buildings must have. It ended up being about a $3.7 million project.
Well, I toured the building a couple of weeks ago, and it's absolutely beautiful with study areas for the students, and it's a co-ed dorm,
right, with
the male students on one floor and female students on another floor, with slightly larger rooms and closets, as I recall.
Yes, yes, surely we had to accommodate the female students, the living space for them a little bit as it relates to what women need,
right,
over against what males need.
Right.
And I think the students have toured the building. They're excited. They're looking forward to going into it in the fall.
Great.
And then there's a learning space on the first floor and a student activity center in the bottom level. And so we are really proud that we could bring this building back to functionality and make it a main part of our campus.
That's great. And I think 2 years ago, American Baptist College, moving from American Baptist Theological Seminary, became part of the 105, 106 HBCUs.
Right. We were so excited to be grandfathered in as a historically black college and university in 2013, March of 2013. We got that official designation. We ceased being a theological seminary back in the early 70s.
Oh, I didn't realize it went back that far.
Yeah, and we've been operating under the name of American Baptist College, but our official name still on the books is American Baptist Theological Seminary. So it's like doing business with American Baptist College through the American Baptist College Seminary. But we are undergraduate 4-year college that emphasizes liberal arts with theological and biblical studies, so that people can be prepared for a variety of social vocations, professional vocations, with a Christian worldview.
Right. And it seems very exciting. I also met a few of the students who were very excited about what's going on and the possibility of moving into Griggs Hall. But tell us a little bit about some of the other things that are going on at the college now.
We are...
Because I know enrollment is slightly up as well.
Enrollment is up, and we are diversifying our curriculum, innovating the curriculum to speak to the diversity of vocational interests, but at the same time remaining to hold on to the niche of our educational model that is theological biblical studies with a Christian worldview, but in whatever vocations a person may choose, they can have that worldview and complement that in terms of what is teaching, or whether it is medicine, whether it's civil engineering, any of those vocations. We think that our school can help them have the undergirding of a Christian worldview as they seek to combine that with what they want to do in the world.
Great. And you draw your students from all over
the country. We're a small school yet, but we have a interesting a group of students from about 14 states in the United States and Africa and the Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it, this is now almost May, this is May 2015. Is it too late for enrollment if you were interested in enrolling?
No,
to get
no.
into August? Or?
Yeah, August. No, we are. I'm glad you asked that question. We are certainly encouraging any student who has interest and who feels that they are now limited in some ways, either by financial circumstances or vocational choices, to enter into college. We have some great colleges here in Middle Tennessee. We call ourselves the Athens of the South.
Yes.
Vanderbilt, Lipscomb, but the four historical black colleges: Fisk, Tennessee State, Meharry,
And
American Baptist now. But sometimes these schools serve students in a particular way, and there are some students who really may not be able to come to Fisk or get into Tennessee State with the kind of limitations they have faced in public school systems and so forth. We attract the brightest and the best, but we are interested in no student being left behind or falling through the cracks. So we encourage students to apply to American Baptist College. First, you get a solid worldview that helps you understand yourself and discover yourself.
Good.
Then the skills and the gifts that you have to be cultivated in some vocation that will serve the community and serve you as an adult, and as you grow into having families and the like, to participate in a 21st century economy. But it's discovering who you are and discovering what values you have and what that means in terms of being a world citizen. You'll discover that at American Baptist College. And then thirdly, you will discover, if you're interested in Christian vocations in the church and beyond the church, this school will equip you to be a social justice leader.
Oh, okay.
And that is so important in our day and time, that people have an understanding of social justice, particularly what's going on in our communities.
Right.
In Baltimore and Ferguson and South Carolina, anywhere you name, we have a need for leadership in our communities with a Christian view of social justice and how we implement social justice remedies and solutions to the problems of poverty and mass incarceration. Our school gives you a basis for that. Some of our students also go on to graduate studies.
Oh, good.
Beyond our 4-year college to graduate studies. We have a number of students at Colgate Rochester in New York, Vanderbilt Divinity School, Chicago Theological Seminary in Chicago, and Wesley in Washington, and Howard in Washington. So our students go on from a 4-year experience into a graduate studies program. We just implemented a behavioral studies program.
Oh, really? So that's new now?
That's a new one part of our curriculum, and students will be able to focus on behavioral studies, counseling, and those kinds of fields under that behavioral studies program.
Okay, very good. And now tell me a little bit about where American Baptist College is headed. What do you see as the next steps for the college?
Well, our college is right now experiencing expansion and growth. Of course, renovation of Griggs Hall is an indication that our enrollment is growing.
And from what to what? Where?
Well, we have been about around 150 students, 200 students, 250 students is our goal in the fall, and to move on to about 350 to 450 students in the next several years to have a stable, sustainable student population. And what we hope to do is, in terms of expanding our curriculum, expanding the facilities, our next building to be expanded is our library.
Oh, really?
And we think that it's critical that a school has a great library.
Yes.
But also for us, the particular archives and artifacts that we house need to be preserved in a way that future generations can do research and learn about the history of the black community, the struggles of the civil rights movement, and so forth. So we're expanding our library to be technologically sound in terms of accessing archives and materials for the next generation, for our students. And then we hope to continue to expand the campus. We are working on an interactive freedom park.
Now, interactive freedom park. Tell me
it's
more
along
about that.
It's along the Cumberland River. Our properties back up to the Cumberland River. And we think as a tourist site and a site for retreat, educational retreats, when people come to Nashville, they need to come to the site where much of the social change movement, civil rights movement took place.
I see.
And this interactive freedom park along the Cumberland River will be interactive in terms of having spaces for people to learn what took place. You've been in these parks where you press a button,
right,
and it tells you what went on,
what happened,
and
right.
what happened. That's what I mean by interactive.
Okay.
It'll be greenways and walking trails to connect with the greenway and walking trails that Metro has established around the city.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yes.
When do you think that will be completed?
Well, we're working on it. We hope in the next 2 years we'll have that interactive freedom park done.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the community here in Nashville, they're invited to come to the park,
oh, yes.
to study at...
Yeah, we're inviting people to see our site as a retreat site for corporations, for schools, for churches, so that when they're doing their strategic planning, they can come to American Baptist College. Right there we have what we call the Congressman John Lewis and Julius Scruggs Leadership Development Center.
Oh,
it's it was built in 2005.
Oh, so that's another relatively new building.
Relatively new building, and it's along the Cumberland River there. And with this interactive freedom park, along with that facility, I think it's a good site for educational retreats.
Oh, it sounds like it. And also a good place to learn more about the civil rights movement.
Exactly.
And I think you had a couple of seminars earlier this academic year.
We did. We had the young activists from the Ferguson movement and around the country come for about 3 or 4 days during the Christmas break to have an intergenerational kind of retreat about social activism. And it would help those young people know that some of the lessons they can learn from the movement then will help them now as they seek social justice change in their communities. Then we also had a group of people come on the campus who were interested in changing drug policies in this country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, National Drug Policy Conference. And so that Lewis Struggs Center is an excellent place for people to come and do those kinds of retreats.
Well, it sounds like there is still a lot of exciting things going on at American Baptist College. And if you want to find out more, your website address is?
abcnash.edu.
Okay.
And as you go on that website, you'll learn about those programs and the innovations in the curriculum, the behavioral studies program, other disciplines as it relates to prayer and vocations in the church and beyond. But also there's a little line down there that says donate.
Ah, okay. That's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you believe it. If you believe in our mission, which is to educate people for social justice leadership and Christian service in the world, intellectually, morally, socially, and theologically. If you believe in that mission, and some of our students are demonstrating that we do an effective job in producing students who can be leaders in that way, we need your support and need your donations, unrestricted if possible, to scholarships and building expansion. Right. So I encourage people to go to our website, abcnash.edu, and scroll and see what we're doing, and then hit the button.
Hit that donate button.
Hit that donate button.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Harris, for joining us today.
Yeah.
Our guest has been Dr. Forrest Harris, president of American Baptist College in Nashville. Thank you.